something a little bit different from me today, guys, because the weather here is absolutely atrocious in the UK, and I want to make sure that I'm still making beautiful content for you. So listen, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I know there's a lot of people that are returning to my channel that are watching my videos but not subscribing. Just click the button, it's free, and if you like the content, you like the cinematic sequence, and you want to see more of that kind of stuff, then please consider to hit the thumbs up button. But with that said, I want to talk a little bit about the KTM Super Duke, and because I've had some time off that KTM Super Duke 1290R for a little bit of time because of the weather, it got me thinking about, how can I put this, what I like and dislike about the KTM, because the last video I done was reference to the KTM versus the BMW S1000RR. So let's get into the likes. So number one, the thing I like most about this bike is the power delivery. It is unworldly. It's nothing like I've ever rode before. Literally the power is instantaneous from like 2000 RPM. As soon as you crank that throttle back and you pin it, it is there. That front wheel just wants to lift. It's incredible fun. That's the first thing. Second thing I love about the bike as well is how comfortable it is. The bike is tremendously comfortable. Like, it reminds me of a 1200 GS, BMW 1200 GS, and if you've rode one of those bikes, you know how comfortable they are. And the Super Duke 1290R is no exception. It is absolutely super comfortable. Number three, which you may be surprised by, is cruise control. The cruise control on this bike is absolutely fantastic, and I know that there are some other bikes that have cruise control, such as the Singular, and well, a lot of the BMW bikes have them, but cruise control is hugely advantageous, particularly here in the UK, where we have average speed cameras plotted around everywhere in and around Essex and London. It is hugely advantageous. So that gets me on to the dislikes. You know, what don't I like about this bike? And these are important things to highlight, because it's possible that these may be deal breakers for you if you are possibly thinking of buying this bike. But number one, the thing that I'm most disappointed of about this Gen 2 Super Duke 1290R is the handling in corners. Now, a bit of a disclaimer there, I don't know if it's to do with the tyres, because historically I've always had the Pirelli Rosso 2 tyres on my bike, which, as you know, are probably the best tyres the money can buy. So I don't know if it's something to do with that, but at the moment, basically in the corners the bike loses shape when you're using the quick shifter or blipper. It's not as planted as some other bikes I've had. As an example, the S1000 Singular. Second big dislike with a bike, it can be a little choppy, and that is to be expected from this. It's a big thumping 1300cc twin, so when you're around town and when you're just sort of buying a coffee and so on, it's a little bit choppy. Now, it isn't a deal breaker for me, and it is livable with when you sort of understand the characteristics of the bike and you can work the clutch and so on. You can eradicate that choppiness and reduce it by quite a lot. Let's say, but it is there, and it's something that can't be ignored. Which brings me on to the third thing that I dislike about this bike. And if you watch my channel, you know that I like touring, I like going away and really using the bike somewhat, and on motorways the bike is a little bit buzzy in the foot pegs, noticeably. In 5th and 6th gear it's a little bit uncomfortable, so that's going to be one of the third dislikes with this bike. If you're planning on doing long trips and touring, such as myself, I think that this is going to be rather uncomfortable, and yeah, as I say, it's just one of my dislikes to the bike. So guys, I hope that is helpful. I'm really interested to hear from you. What do you think? If you like this video, please consider to give it a thumbs up, means a lot, and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.